You sure are looking a lot better now. So, wanna talk about what happened earlier?
Roxy, I want more.
Whoa, Cecilia, that's my last snack! And spit out the wrapper! Wait, no, not my hand! Spit out my hand, too!
I bit you for a reason. I'm interrogating you, so don't lie to me. Back in the competition, when we ran into Black Wolf, I could tell from your breathing and heartbeat that you were terrified too. So why? Why didn't you just leave me and run?
I don't really remember what...
So you didn't even know how terrifying those guys from the Outer Ring can be?
People from the Outer Ring aren't all bad, you know? Billy, Lighter, Lucy, Caesar.
What are you even talking about? I mean those real monsters. That Promia woman and Black Wolf, Romule. They're both sweepers. In the Outer Ring, sweepers only do one thing. Collect useless corrupted patients, rule breakers, anyone in the way. They all get swept. A lot of people say they take orders from Caledon, the strongest force the Outer Ring ever had.
Caledon, the former dominant force in the Outer Ring. He collapsed I thought Caledon disbanded. Doesn't that mean the sweepers are gone too?
Well, the sweepers may have disbanded, but people like them don't just magically become good.
You've dealt with them before.
Yeah, I only survived because I ran fast and... That was ages ago, back when I was drifting around the Outer Ring. Only way I got food was doing odd jobs for the biker gangs who controlled the oil supply. There were a lot of people like me. So many. We clawed that land and all that oil back from the because we were weak. Even if we fought tooth and nail to get our hands on something, the city folks would just immediately snatch it from us. The biker gangs were the only ones who could hold on to it. Sometimes, some hotshot would get cocky thinking they could stand up to them. But every single time, they got squashed. Like bugs. That's what the old Outer Ring was like. To those big shots, our lives weren't worth more than ants on the street. Anytime I even heard a rumor that sweepers might be nearby, I'd pack up immediately. New hideout, never stayed in one place too long. But then, one day, I ran out of food. At that rate even, that's when someone told me I could scavenge places that'd been cleaned. Once the owners were gone, you could find valuable stuff. I was scared too.
So you worked up the nerve and went...
Yeah. I quietly followed the sweepers, Premia and Romule. But I wasn't the only one who showed up.
Hey, this ring's straight up plastic. We fought her for nothing.
Snake thyron blood on me. Just my luck. Who knows if she's poisonous?
Forget it. Let's leave. If we don't get out of here before the sweepers are back... It's the sweepers!
Found you. You're the last ones.
Please! Please don't kill us!
We just didn't want to go back into the hollows. We didn't mean to go against Caledon. Please, just let us go.
You...
Don't come any closer!
That day, I ran with Chalky in my arms. I kept running and running, farther and farther, to somewhere I thought Premia could never reach me. I know how sweepers operate. Once they've laid eyes on you, they don't let go. I wandered in fear for a long time. Until one day, Jane dragged me into public security. Now, word was Caledon had completely fallen apart, that the Outer Ring had a new ruler, that the sweepers were... If the commissioner hadn't dragged me into this investigation...
No wonder you panicked the moment you saw them.
I barely survived once. I'm not letting them catch me again, so let's just pull out, Proxy. It's not just the sweepers we're dealing with. There's whoever's behind those... Proxy, you get what I'm... Staying alive is what matters most.
Will become Helios. We hollow. We faith caress. Go. This isn't right.
Tell them I've already seized the sun. The sun.
Just a dream. What time is it now? When did I...
Run. Just run. They're all tough. Oh, we can't beat them. Sir, you're saying you'll stay and cover us?
Right. I remember now. Cecilia and I were discussing dropping out. Then everything went black. And I passed out? Was it because I overused my eyes? Sure, maybe I had a nightmare because Cecilia was crushing me in her sleep. Why did that dream feel so unsettling? Why would I dream something like that? Now I feel kinda restless. Stuff I don't want to think about just keeps popping up. Some fresh air sounds like a good idea. Looks like Cecilia's been watching over me since I passed out. I should let her get some rest. Where did Wise go? He let me lie down on his bed, so he probably had to sleep on the couch. Ugh. Just thinking about anything gives me a headache. Huh? Is someone there?
Form your own team and create different adventure strategies.
6th Street feels unusually quiet tonight. Even General Chop isn't open. Wait, Miss Romuel? What are you doing out here at this hour?
Evening, Miss Bell. Have you ever played Foodie Fighters? You know, the game being advertised over there.
Yeah. I come here to play this game all the time. No, wait, that's not what I wanted to say. Why are you here at this hour?
I figured as much. You look like a gamer.
Oh, character choice? Definitely Salmonson. Dash punches, jabs, uppercuts, flashing.
I see. So you've got an older brother. As for me, my favorite is Hannibal.
Hannibal? The one who's basically just command grabs? Isn't he really hard to use? He's painfully slow. Sorry. I didn't mean to trash your favorite character. My win rate against really good Hannibal players is awful, too.
It's fine. His lack of mobility is simply a fact. But once you get into grab range, did you know, when arcades first took off, quick, agile characters weren't actually that popular. The graphics and action games back then, I'm pretty into old school arcade games, so I've read up on their history. As it turns out, slow but deadly grapplers were actually the most popular picks in those days.
I see. Still, it's kind of unexpected.
If you mean how I fought in the competition, you're not wrong. But in virtual matches, it's fun to mix. Compared to me, you're a lot more consistent, inside and out. Positioning yourself carefully, reading. All right. Your turn now.
Huh? My turn?
I asked which character you like. You answered. So now it's only fair that you get to ask me a question.
There is something I want to ask you. It's so late. Why are you wandering around 6th Street all by yourself?
That's what you want to know. All right. Long story short, we're after the same W engine. I thought it over, and a niche antique like that would be perfect for my collection. That said, if I want to stay in the event, I need to get my ethereal card fixed before the next stage of the competition. Someone pointed me to a mechanic on 6th Street. That's why I'm here.
You mean Enzo? He's my neighbor. And sure, he's really good at fixing things, but...
I input a cheat code. Up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, B-A, B-A, and it just went black.
That's a standard video game cheat code! Using it in a holo competition is...
It wasn't just a random decision. Years ago, during one of the early Holo Champion competitions, the scores were so tight today, so I figured if it still worked, maybe I could squeeze out a few.
Since it's happened before, it's normal they'd add anti-cheat measures, and you ran straight into them. Still, now that the cause is clear, I should be able to fix it.
You can fix it? Oh, thank you. If the competition starts again and my card's still dead, I'll be in real... By the way, Miss Bell, why are you wandering around this late?
You sure you want to ask while I should be focusing on repairing your card? But to answer your question, I'm not out here for anything important. I just had a nightmare and needed some air.
A nightmare? If you, fall asleep face down, dreams of getting chased are pretty common.
No. I dreamt of some ruins. Everyone I knew was gone. And I was left all alone.
Was your hand getting corrupted by ether? Or was it something even worse?
It was something I've never seen. A golden ether. Sorry, I'm rambling. Just ignore what I...
That's amazing! Now I can finally sleep in peace tonight.
You're welcome. Though I have to ask, aren't you trusting a competitor a little too...
I wouldn't call it trust. I'm just giving a citizen who has nothing to hide the benefit of the doubt. Let me take a little look at that nightmare you mentioned. I'm curious. What does a nightmare mean to you? I see. Looks like you do have something to hide after all, Miss Model Citizen. Anyway, I'll pay you back for this favor by dealing with your nightmare in the future.
Wait, earlier you asked me why I was out late, and I answered. Now it's my turn. What exactly do you mean by that?
You really like this little Q&A game, huh? Too bad. Well,
Belle! Are you there?
see you around. Oh, also, in the next round, you...
Endless adventure. Endless bizarre brigade.
Belle! Oh, there you are. So you were wandering...
It's a long story. Just someone who does whatever they want.
That just sounds like an annoying weirdo. Proxy, you really gotta stay up. Anyway, enough about that. Do you know how worried Weiss and I were? You collapsed and then snuck out in the middle of the night. What?
Sorry for making you worry. I woke up and needed some air. Thanks for staying with me while I was asleep, Cecilia.
Don't just thank me with words. You gotta take action. I was protecting you even in my sleep, you know. In my dream, you were surrounded by outlaws, and I chose to stay behind and cover your skin.
From what you were mumbling in your sleep, it sounds like someone else covered our retreat. Still, let's get something to eat. My treat.
You're treating me? Heck yeah! Manager, you're the most generous person alive. Once this specialist here wraps up the case perfectly, your name is totally going in the report. Oh, that sounded kind of weird. Never mind. Oh, I saw this pudding in your fridge earlier.
That pudding was a limited edition my brother lined up for. But it's fine. Eat it. He can't say no to me after all. Just don't let him catch you eating dessert this late, or you'll never hear the end of it.
Manager, you're the best. If you're worried about getting caught, how about we sneak off somewhere quiet to eat it? I'll take you there first, then slip back and rescue the pudding. Oh, wow. This flavor. I can't really explain it, but you can just tell it's premium. So good. What are you staring at? Well, unless you really want some. Here, just one bite.
Nah, you eat. You helped a lot in today's match.
What is it? Are you,
Finish chewing before you talk. I'm fine now, really. I had a bit of a headache when I woke up, but the fresh air helped.
Gotta admit, you're tougher than you look, but... fine, let me just say it. Proxy, the real reason you refused to quit the competition, it's got something to do with you suddenly passing out earlier, right?
What makes you say that?
What a lucky guess! I mean, as a pub sex specialist, I've got a knack for these things. Now, I suspect you are withholding information and obstructing official duties. I order you to confess...
Cecilia, this is the kind of trouble you usually try to...
Yeah, it is a pain, hearing you talk about your illness and all. But wouldn't it be worse if something actually happens to you, and I can't hang out here and eat your snacks anymore? If you're gone, what am I supposed to eat?
That's very on brand for you, Cecilia. If I went through every detail, you'd probably fall asleep. I've been relying on a specialized ocular implant to navigate the hollow, but lately, one of the competition prizes is a Porceloid W engine, and Porceloid seems to ease my symptoms. So, no matter what, I want to obtain it and understand how it works. Though, I may have been too reckless.
I see. So what you're really saying is you want to win that prize to... Then if I said, Billy and I will stay in the competition and win that W engine for you, and you can just withdraw and wait safely at home for good...
I'm sorry, Cecilia. You need a skilled proxy. If what happened today happens again, entering in the past, Wise would be able to help. But he recently disabled part of his HDD connection device. He did it for me, but it also means he can't be a proxy for the time being. And since it's a problem with my eyes, using EOS will only worsen the issue. So I have to continue competing in person. After we secure the W engine, however, I might need to take some time to adjust.
All right. I swear, eating and sleeping at your place has turned me into some goody two-shoes, too. Well, since you've made up your mind, I'll stick with you through this mess. Okie-day, let's lay out our battle plan. You and Billy, well, mostly Billy, will act as bait, draw everyone's attention, and while nobody's looking...
Wait, since when was this even a plan? And stealing the prizes? They'll kick you out of public security so fast, and then you're looking at jail time? I'm shutting down this career suicide scheme right now.
Idiot! I was kidding! Like I'd actually throw away this perfect job over something like that! I hear New Eridu Prison only serves 2 eggs, but remember how uneasy you felt just now when I suggested that plan? Because that's exactly how I feel whenever you're the one putting yourself in. So listen up! In the contest coming up in a few days, you're not allowed to use any of your eye powers. You're a pretty well-read proxy, right? Surely, and as a snake Thyran, I can see and track the ether traces left behind by living things. You know, that thing you thought was my sense of smell? It's kind of like that. What I'm saying is, I can help with navigation too, just so we're clear. At all times, my top priority is staying alive. I'm not risking. This is the conclusion I came up with after really putting my mind to it while you were passed out.
Okay.
Good. And now I finished the pudding too. Oh, looks like I forgot to save you a bite.
When I first laid out your mission objectives, I believe I was perfectly clear. Don't you agree? Choosing silence now. How unbecoming. Find a way to thin the herd. Make them drop out. You're the funnel for the first round of cuts. I distinct now. Perhaps you'd care to explain this to me. How exactly does that directive get interpreted as indiscriminate slaughter of contestants and the ethereals they turn into? There are 1,000 ways to force people out of the competition. Yet you chose the loudest, bloodiest one. You dragged civilian deaths into it, blew the whole thing.
I don't owe explanations to some mid-level lackey like you. Take a good look at what's left of these washouts still in the running. Get me on the line with him. He'll back my track record, and he'll tell you to shut your yapping.
He won't be speaking with you, Black Wolf Mule. Did you really think he hadn't already made it?
I'm telling you, get me through to him. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Well, there's no denying it. You were a very effective tool. That's precisely why I said he's disappointed. When a tool still has its master's scent on it, the hounds don't take long to find it. I truly am sorry, Romuald. We'll find a new funnel elsewhere. Lie low for now. Your boat departs at 3:30 in the morning from the outermost dock at Port Elpis.
What kind of joke is this? A mangy lapdog dares look down. So those aren't planning to protect me anymore. What now? Do I? No. If I were him, I'd never be that generous to someone I plan to toss aside. I'd bait him. So that's why they're shipping me off by sea. Those backstabbing bastards. I got an itch and offed a few worthless nobodies. No way. I'm not ending up as fish food at the bottom of the ocean.